ride my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Let's rock. Hey, my stream is up if you want to watch it. Who Madden missed? Who's Madden should have been added to?
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Show it up. Show it up. Hey, wait. Watch twist. Hey, let's go.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Redskins.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 40.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Geis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
You got it.
He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means
well, they got damn
like that,
Antonio Callaway, a motherfucking cheat code.
From the gun, it's Ryan.
What the hell you
to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ball out.
He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
This running back duo finna do some work. Oh,
After the
yeah.
incomplete
Nah, hate
pass,
this running back
now
duo.
is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week.
Fuck, I missed that field goal.
Early on the opening drive.
What the fuck?
Unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed
missed
they
the
went
fuck
right
out
into the
that
game
bitch.
plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm trying to focus on the game.
Now to the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That nigga wanted to get this game on the way.
McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. He did turn 31 back in July. On the jet sweep, this is Beasley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play.
Phony, what's his name?
Their style.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen hands off to McCoy.
Who are these niggas?
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch
that? I got
that?
some weird players on my
he should have
team
touched him
now.
last
Oh,
week.
yeah,
They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of
Let's
that.
go! Montez Sweat.
Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Ryan. Able to find his running back, Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, Darius, guys.
Succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
He has to deal with a two-headed monster and Ty Gurley and freaking...
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast.
Yeah, you know, you got goddamn
and speed, and they catch a lot
Jamal
of
Adams,
as we just saw there.
Oh, yeah, he knows. He
dumped off to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You've seen that nigga come across the middle, hit the shit out of him already.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass.
Oh, you on offense now.
Together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's McCoy. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On the jet sweep, this is Beasley, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Then he finds Beasley complete.
How the fuck?
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right. Look at the actual run defense. I was seeing a lot.
Middle. 6-6, pull it high. Here we go. I'm coming after you. Slam.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man. Here's Foster. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I love how my player reached his arm around him to swat the ball around.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Plus, I got to change him anyway. I put him in quick rush.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Come on, Landon Collins, boy, that was you.
It's being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a
damn, man.
The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before
half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far.
Come on, offensive line. God damn, son. That niggas can't do shit.
Because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think so slows down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, that's taken in by Callaway. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun.
Oh, my God.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, South. Motion. Reset.
Now Ryan. Now a short one to Gesicki. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and get it with Geis, but he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Washington.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready. We're ready. Mark 49. I smell fear in it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is caught.
Let's go, Mike.
Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki, as the first half is winding down, and the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So they start the 2nd half with a carry by McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert! 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 It's like, hey, we gotta get to that mic over there. You don't want none of that.
Allen finding Knox there, complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
They got their Montez Sweat big as fuck.
It's a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Hey, tight. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
You know, it's funny.
They believe in him.
Since I got
being
so many
tested right here.
X factors,
10
like,
yards on the pickup there, and it'll be
2 X
2nd
factors
down.
running around on the defense. They don't know who's going to hit them.
There as to why they like this rookie so much.
They be anticipating Jamal Adams hitting them. Nope.
The coaching staff.
And then here's Jamal Adams.
You know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's Byron Jones. Stop it.
Ready, blue 80. Like 25. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the safety creep. Shit. 11. Shit. All right, 25.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun, Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was the rookie, Terry McLaurin. But it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan.
He dropped it.
To the goal.
Come on, Terry McLaurin.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see
Oh
open,
my
they shrink
God.
pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'll I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Ryan. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The fly route works for the TD grab.
You know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 24, Allen, and he finds Tyler Croft. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs, but out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
56.
From the 41, Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team.
Let's go. Offensive line move.
Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Alert! Hey, we got a seal. Hey, echo. Check 20%.
Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. And that's caught by Beasley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Wow. Somehow I end up on the dude that's supposed to be right in there. Wow. Okay.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got an open man. It's Foster. A gain of 32 that time. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Oh, my God. Washington, you're at. Benjamin, you're so trash.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be
Wow,
caught.
come on,
And the
bruh.
gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another Bills. First down. First and goal at the 7.
Teddy, you're lucky you're my only quarterback.
319. Hey, hold. Here we go.
That shit is fucking my head up.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
All right, so you think that shit's gonna win you this game? All right, that's dead. That is so dead.
Hey, Orbit.
Now Allen again. That one complete to Yeldon. And here
Yeah,
he'll
that's
get it
someone's
down to the
mic.
7.
That's like
5 yards that
watching the
time on the
game.
completion.
That's just annoying.
And now it's third and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Hey, wahoo.
And again, it's Allen.
Money.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's fourth.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against
I
a
don't
very
know who
mobile
that is,
quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And
Yeah,
on
that's
that
money,
play,
Mike.
they held him to a short gain.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Mike, 5-4. Hey, let's get this. Hey, exit.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
Let's go, Sweat.
Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Ryan. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's going to air one out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Touchdown,
Darius Geis.
Darius Geis, 98 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares?
The game over with.
And do something some other time."
345
Some teams
yards
like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he can actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland.
Yo, this nigga run defense is killer like a motherfucker. Like, I couldn't get shit going until the fourth fucking quarter with Darius Geis' big ass run, a 98 run.